Hello guys, today we are going to learn on quantifiers or that ገላጮች. So in this discussion we are going to see on how to use countable nouns using quantifiers and uncountable nouns using quantifiers and examples with countable noun and quantifiers and uncountable nouns and quantifiers, okay, and on how to use some quantifiers like that of a little, a few, a lot, and lots of. So please give me attention and stay with me in order to get something new on how to use quantifiers or that the language. So the lesson is very important, and thank you for just being for staying with me, okay, to attend the lesson. So quantifiers. All right. As you can see, quantifiers express amount of things or number of things, okay. Using quantifiers, we can express mainly two things. This means number of things and amount of things. So totally, quantifiers are very important for expressing amount of things and number of things. Things can be countable or uncountable nouns. Okay, we can have two types of things, which means countable and uncountable nouns. All right. So quantifiers that show numbers are used to express countable nouns, which means, or in short, countable nouns can be expressed by using numbers. Okay, by using numbers, countable nouns, and quantifiers that show amounts are used to express uncountable nouns, or it is to mean that uncountable nouns can be expressed by using the amounts of the amount, okay, as a measurement, okay, the amount. So these are very important points that should be captured by learners, okay, related to quantifiers. Now let we proceed to the next, which is quantifiers for countable nouns, for መቆጠር የሚችሉ ስሞችን ብዛት ለመግለጽ የምንጠቀማቸው. For example, many, few, a lot, or lots of, lots of. These are some of the quantifiers that can be used to express countable nouns, okay, countable nouns, or መቆጠር የሚችሉ ስሞችን ብዛት ለመግለጽ የምንጠቀማቸው, okay. So quantifiers for uncountable nouns, መቆጠር የማይችሉ ስሞችን ብዛት ለመግለጽ, for example, we can use much, little, a lot of, or lots of. So these are some of the words that can be used to express uncountable nouns. So as we have said earlier, the uncountable nouns can be expressed by means of amount, and the countable nouns can be expressed by the means of numbers, okay. So these are very important points, okay. Example sentence with countable nouns, example sentence with countable noun quantifiers, okay. For example, I have many friends. Here is an example sentence that has constructed using quantifier noun many, okay. Many is a quantifier word, okay. I have many friends, which means the number of friends is more than two. And here example 2, we have a few oranges. So which means the number of oranges is more than 2 and more than that, okay. 2 and more than that, okay. It has some number of, or we have some number of oranges. It is to mean that, okay. So example 1 and example 2 are countable nouns for friends and oranges, and because of that reason we have used many and a few, okay, to express them, since they or friends and oranges are countable nouns, okay, countable nouns. All right. Look, many and a few are quantifiers to express countable nouns, friends and oranges, in the example sentences. So please make for yourself this kind of or similar sentences and try to have more understanding on how to use quantifiers to express countable nouns. Okay. Now let we proceed to the next examples for uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns means nouns that cannot be counted. So this can be expressed in English by using words like that of much and little, as we have said earlier. So let we try to see examples related to uncountable nouns. I drink much water. So water is an uncountable noun. So this can be expressed by using a quantifier much, okay, much. And there is a little honey left in the can, okay, there is a little honey left in the can. So honey is a noun that cannot be counted, and because of that reason we have used a quantifier which is called here a little. Okay, so the amount of honey that has just left in the can is very little, a little. So let we proceed to example 3. The family needs a lot of sugar in a day. The family needs a lot of sugar in a day. So this lots of is a quantifier that can be used to express the uncountable noun sugar, okay, the uncountable noun sugar, Here, much, okay, little, a little, and lots of are quantifiers of uncountable nouns, okay, they are quantifiers of uncountable noun. The uncountable nouns are like that of, in the example, okay, water, honey, and sugar from the example sentences above. All right. A little and little, both are used with uncountable nouns. So you should have to not be confused related to the usage of a little and a little, okay? Because they are used with uncountable nouns. For example, how we are going to use a little? A little means considerable amount. A little means there is a considerable amount in the container, okay, in the container. It may be the container of water, it may be the container of sugar, it may be the container of milk, and so on. So within the container there is a considerable amount of something. A little means to show that a considerable amount of something, okay, a considerable amount of something. Right. There is a little time left to start the game, okay. Time is uncountable noun. So since it is uncountable noun, it can be expressed by using a quantifier, as you can see here, using a little, okay. A little means here after a short time the game will begin, okay. So we have a very little time, or the game has very little time to begin, okay, very little time to begin. Little mean only. Here we have used an article a. Okay, but when we are proceeding to this one, little mean not enough, okay, not enough. The amount of uncountable noun is not enough, or it has almost reached to end or limited amount, okay, a limited amount of something. So you should have to know by the way, you should have to know the difference between a little and a little. A little means considerable amount, and little means not enough or limited amount of something, okay. That is good. So there is little time left to stay here Little mean here the time is not enough to stay here, or there is a very limited time for staying here. And a few and a few. How we are going to use these two quantifiers, okay? A few and a few. Both are used for countable nouns. A few mean, okay, considerable number, okay, considerable number of something. I have a few pencils in my bag. Few mean a limited number of something, okay, a limited number of what? Something. There are few buses in the station, so the amount of the buses that are in the station are limited in number, okay? So lots of are used with both countable and uncountable nouns in affirmative sentences. So you should have to know the usage of lots or lots of. Both are used for countable and uncountable nouns in affirmative sentences. So now let we see examples for a lots or lots of. She drinks a lot of water every day, okay? You know that water is uncountable noun, but we have used a lot of to express, since it is or possible to express by using a lot of both countable and uncountable noun. They have lots of friends. Friends are countable nouns, but as I have said earlier, lot of is possible to express using both countable and uncountable nouns. Alright, thank you for watching.